dressing room. I want to caution you to keep the fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and when I say you must obey, good luck. Touch up.
All right.
They are warrior kings with armies of fans who follow them to the battle. Now they will be alone in the battle.
After a long publicity tour and a lot of exposure to each other, they are genuinely friendly. They like each other. It should not show up in the fight.
No.
Question one, is round one a boxing match, or does Hatton want to fight right away?
No, what Ricky is doing is what the keys of victory, which we didn't have a chance to show to the audience, was for him to create anxiety and pressure on Manny, unlike anybody else has ever did before. But you have to watch Manny, because Manny is still the better puncher between the two, so he still must be a little careful.
So Hatton wants to apply pressure, but with care,
yes,
against Pacquiao's faster hands.
Yes. And I think he's doing just that.
Hard right hand by Pacquiao, trying to hit Hatton as he comes in. Key element of the game plan for Pacquiao, allow Hatton to come forward, catch him on the way in. A key element of the game plan for Hatton, get Pacquiao against the ropes, just like that.
Pacquiao has been more successful with the right than the left. That punch missed. There's the right again landing.
Quick right hooks are landing for Pacquiao. The left hand is overshooting the target.
This fight is living up to the anxiety that the fans expected and the intensity. It's going to be an important factor to see how Kenny Bayless handles this fight, because it could be exciting and it could end up being a very wrestling type match also.
Straight right hand for Hatton, glazed across the face of Pacquiao.
Hatton's face is already red.
I thought Pacquiao landed the right hook.
Work out, work out, work out.
Now, I think Pacquiao's landed 3 significant right hooks already in the fight, Emmanuel. It's definitely been his best punch early. Straight jab lands for Pacquiao.
Which again shows that he's no longer a one-punch puncher.
No, follows the jab with a hook, comes back with another jab. There's the straight left hand, and he landed it right on Hatton's chin. And down goes Hatton after he swings and misses with a left hook. And that's a knockdown for Manny Pacquiao. Perfect right hand inside.
I don't know if Ricky's going to survive. I'm surprised to see him get hurt for shoulder. But, he's not the type of a guy that goes out to survive. He's a fighter.
Hatton got a couple of extra seconds as Bayless tried to back Pacquiao off. Pacquiao was coming out of the neutral corner in a hurry. Lands another right hook.
Pacquiao's hands are so...
Pacquiao's hands are blindingly fast.
His hands are so fast that no opponent sees the punches coming.
Another perfect right hand for Pacquiao. Another right hook. Straight left hand. Pacquiao's landing at will. Hard left hand. Hatton has to hold on. Will Hatton make it out of the round? He's down for the second time. This is the brilliance of the Filipino slugger. A tsunami for Manny Pacquiao in round one. Here's the first knockdown, Emmanuel.
Right hook as he was coming in. He never saw it. And what's amazing, to see him land a punch and then slip a punch all at the same time shows unbelievable coordination.
The issue has always been
timing.
Whether Hatton could get to Pacquiao and avoid these kinds of clean punches.
CompuBox numbers in round one, utterly devastating to Pacquiao's chances. Pacquiao is 35 out of 62, 31 out of 52 power shots. Hatton only 8 out of 33. It was a Pacquiao storm in the first round.
This, and we have to remember now, although it's a different type of fight, that Pacquiao knocked Marquez down 3 times in the first round.
And then Marquez, a counterpuncher, began to solve him. Hatton is not a counterpuncher. Hard left hand by Hatton. Ricky has decided to bite fire with fire.
And what he's going to have to do in this case, sure, he just to try to smother this guy and get close. He's trying to punch at a certain distance. Pacquiao is actually just too sharp or accurate a puncher.
You heard Floyd Mayweather saying to Hatton, you can't just jump all over him. You've got to move your head. You've got to think. You've got to do the things we talked about in training camp. Hatton seemed to believe that he could physically overpower Pacquiao from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, he knew in the beginning he was going to take the risk of getting caught, and he did. Because, you know, coming in, Pacquiao still is the puncher. The physical strength is still with Hatton, but the punch is still Pacquiao.
Hard left hand by Pacquiao. Stunned Hatton and knocked him back. Look at the brilliant accuracy of Manny Pacquiao, landing with both right and left hands. Misses the right hook there.
What Ricky needs to do is to smother him. He cannot see to deal with those punches. He needs to push him. Just what he's doing now.
Good left hook inside by Hatton. And then he closed down Pacquiao's left side. Hard right hand again by Pacquiao. Ricky can't see the hook coming.
Behind the head. All right, okay.
Kenny Bayless warns Hatton for holding behind the head.
In Hatton's most famous victory over Costazoo, he just smothered him and didn't allow him to get off. He can't seem to be able to get close enough to Pacquiao often enough to do that. And Pacquiao's hands are so quick.
That's the point. Costazoo had about a quarter of the speed of Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao's blinding speed that sets him apart.
As well as his head movement. His head movement just is phenomenal. I don't think he's landed too much out of that exchange, but it's just his ability to punch, maintain balance, which he used to couldn't do. And his head movement is just too difficult for Hatton to time.
I think Pacquiao may have spent the first 2 minutes of this round thinking knockout and allowed himself to get a little wild. Now he goes back to more precision. Lands a hard body shot.
But Ricky isn't moving his head too much still. His head is still right there.
That is. Oh my gosh, what a straight left hand. And will Hatton make it up from this?
Can he beat the count?
Is that it? And Kenny Bayless says, no way. That is that. What an amazing knockout shot. That is the most spectacular one-punch shot of Manny Pacquiao's incredible career.
Any fighter.
Not sure if they're doing the right thing by moving Hatton around. I'm not a medical guy, but he's in very bad straight stick. Once Pacquiao stopped thinking knockout and went back to boxing, then he got the knockout.
He timed him just right. Timed with a perfect left-hand shot that he's coming in.
Landing 34 of his last 53 power shots. 64%.
And you know, Jim, the interesting thing is, before this fight tonight, he had shown this kind of power against the best featherweights, Barrera, Morales.
Take a look at this. Take a look at this.
This is a perfect time.
That was super slow motion.
Yeah, and he never saw timed him coming in.
It's the first time he's knocked out somebody like this since he was at 130 pounds.
And Hatton's head hit the canvas very hard.
He was knocked out as soon as the punch
Double
landed.
jeopardy. He was unconscious from the moment he caught that shot. Goes to the canvas in the proverbial heap, and boom. out of our camera range at that angle, the head pounded against the canvas. Here's another look. So Floyd Mayweather made his statement on a podium this morning, saying, "I'm back and I'm still the best." Manny Pacquiao makes his statement right here in the ring, knocking out Ricky Hatton.
And his trainer, Freddie Roach, had predicted it would not go past 3 rounds.
Carol Hatton is sitting down. Ray Hatton is standing up in the white shirt looking away at the left corner of your screen. That's the Hatton family area in the crowd. They're hoping that their son is going to be all right. That's Hatton's fiance, Jennifer, in the red dress. And you can see the emotion on her face at this very moment. There's Ricky. And as we look at Ricky, we'll go up to Michael Buffer for the official particulars.
Las Vegas. Look at the punches landed. 10 by Thurman so far. Pacquiao at 6. Bit of a smile from Manny Pacquiao. Oh, down goes Thurman!
And let me tell you, that was just a quick punch. And Manny Pacquiao moved in with his legs and his hands and caught Thurman backing up. Thurman thought he could back up quick enough, but he wasn't quick enough to get out of the reach of that punch.
Thurman knocked down late in round 1.
Pacquiao threw that left hand to the body and that right hook right over the top that he's used for years.
Yeah, that was a flash knockdown. That was a wake-up shot for Thurman.
Sure was. Boy, Pacquiao still has it at 40 years old. He's still fast, he's still quick, he's still powerful.
And here's Manny Pacquiao coming through, moving quick with those legs, throwing a combination punching, catching him on the way back with his hands down.
All right, here we go. Look, there's Pacquiao. He's rushing in right there, boom. And there's the hook that dropped him, but preceded by a straight left hand to the belly. You know, the Pacquiao's used that tactics many, many times. Now Thurman wasn't probably...
Protect yourself at all times, and what I say, you must obey. Good luck. Touch him up.
11 years after he won his first world title at 112 pounds, Manny Pacquiao goes for number 7 at 147. But a strong, determined, outstanding champion stands between him and that.
Determined is the word, Rich. Plenty of fuel for the fire. Miguel Cotto, a champion, just a single debatable tainted loss and almost a 3-1 underdog. That is fuel for this firepower show.
And Miguel is serious. Manny reached out to give him the touch of the gloves in the opening round, and Cotto refused it.
He's been dead serious, start to finish, it seems. And the jab in the face rocks Pacquiao back.
Wow. And just off the jab, you see the power from Cotto.
And that's it. And what an opening salvo, and a little bit of a statement there. I think a very big one.
That was my first key to victory for Pacquiao, for Miguel Cotto tonight, was to use the jab, which he did against Shane Mosley.
Very effectively against Mosley. Pacquiao cannot lunge in. He's got to fight fast. But he's got to be aggressive, but he's got to be careful. They know how dangerous Cotto is, and they think especially early.
You know, Nick, I hate to interrupt, but I'm just so impressed by the couple jabs and the counter left hook that we've seen him land. They really have jolted Pacquiao's head back, and you can really hear them and seem to feel the difference in power off the bat.
He's got to do something to take this guy's speed away, to get around the speed. And the jab will help. Time those rushes. And so far, Cotto having a very good time of it. Pacquiao taking his time here. He's in the red.
A jab will negate speed, and if you remember the pre-Margarito, Miguel Cotto handled speed very well in the likes of Zab Judah and the likes of Shane Mosley.
Well, let's not make Cotto out to be this one-dimensional slugger. He could jab, he could counterpunch, he could box, he finds ways to win.
No, he's a very, very good boxer.
He's got versatility.
A really good point. Rich, that not only did he fight those guys that were southpaws, Zab Judah a southpaw, Carlos Quintana slick fast southpaw, Chop Chop Corley slick fast southpaw. So he knows how to handle it.
Well, Chop Chop wobbled him, but he overcomes adversity, doesn't he? And here we see body shots a couple of seconds ago from Cotto. So those first left hooks raining in. It's almost a hybrid punch from Cotto, but it really will be a key, as Rich said, to this fight. He's got to use that true welterweight advantage, Miguel Cotto does. You know, he's look bigger, and he is the bigger guy naturally.
Now, Pacquiao has managed successfully so far to keep the fight in the center of the ring, which is where he wants it. And he does not want to be against the ropes.
But he's not fighting fast, Rich.
Well, because he hasn't figured out what to do yet. He has not figured out how to attack Cotto yet.
And it's very early. Listen, we're taking nothing away from the guy who's pound for pound king of the world.
Well, not just that, gentlemen. I think he tasted that leather really early, and he's a little reluctant to let those combinations fly right off the bat.
Winding down round one, and a very good one for the champion in white, Miguel Cotto.
Oh, and this is going to be a good fight. Guys like Margarito, Claudia that come forward cutting punches. For some reason, he does well against quick guys with quick hands, and he seems to nullify the speed with that crisp jab of his.
Yeah, if he could time him, and he's done a good job. But here comes a lightning combination from Pacquiao, and Pacquiao moving forward for the first time in the third round.
Beautiful counter shot by Pacquiao.
Yeah, here comes angles, and that's a bad break for the champion.
But it is a knockdown.
It is a knockdown. Is he hurt? Did he get slipped? Is Manny going to try to close it out big? Could be very dangerous for him.
Here comes Pacquiao coming forward.
And I think that's a big show of respect for Cotto's strength.
Absolutely. Pacquiao able to try to bite a fight backing up. He could do it, and he may have to do it if this one goes the distance, because Cotto is coming with measured aggression. Oh, left hand lands to the face.
Pacquiao did not slide off those ropes, and he had to pay the price.
Another left hand, but Pacquiao answers with a counter left and then a right to the body by Pacquiao.
Clearly, this is the most Pacquiao's been hit in the last 3-4 fights.
Since Marquez, maybe, huh?
Sure.
Nice body shot by Pacquiao. That's what he should be doing, turning, and reloading.
And usually when he was, you mentioned Marquez, it was due to counter punches. This is the first time he's gotten hit so much with him not being the aggressor.
Well, Cotto looks strong, but Pacquiao is fighting back very well.
But I don't think Cotto's doing it with counter punches the way Marquez did. I think he's doing it more like Eric Morales
which Mario said, right. He's much more aggressive. So this is a different kind of boatload for Manny Pacquiao to handle. Pacquiao turning, perfect.
And a nice body shot by Pacquiao as well.
Whoa, that's textbook. But if you want to get into a slugfest with him, Cotto wants to make it a war, it looks like. Left hook lands from Cotto, and now they're slugging it.
And much has been made, Nick, of Cotto's body attack, but Pacquiao himself has a great body attack, and his punches come so fast, it's very hard to see.
Wow, that was a beautiful, beautiful two-way action bit.
It's deafening in here, and you've got 17,000 on their feet.
It was a close round, guys. Manny's rounds are clicking on like they're 2-minute rounds.
And I didn't think I'd see Manny be just resting on the ropes.
Manny's been driven back at times, but here he comes forward. Boy, he had flashes of brilliance in this round. Turning Cotto, running him into shots. Cotto's left-handed now, trying to tee off with that left hand. Now he's back orthodox.
And he can switch because he's a natural southpaw.
Oh, nice movement from Cotto to avoid those shots. And he's down again. combination puts him down.
He's hurt this time. He's very wobbly. I'm watching his legs. He's trying to get his legs back. He is very wobbly.
He's been down twice. He'll get saved by the bell, it seems.
Maybe.
Now we're in the 12th, needless to say. And Manny is in the house as the chant lifts up from every seat in the house, it would seem. The Puerto Rican crowd has gone silent. Stinging combinations of Teddy Bayless calls it off.
Round knockout for Manny Pacquiao.
When will it ever end for Pacquiao? There is no limit, it seems, to what this man can do.
I said it.
As he's now welterweight champion of the world.
Nick, I said it after the Ricky Hatton fight. I'll say it again, and I feel even stronger about it. We are looking at one of the all-time greats. This guy stands with the greats in the great pantheon of boxing in any decade, in any era. Manny Pacquiao stands tall. He is one of the all-time greats.
7-division champion from flyweight to now welterweight. Hottest fighter on the planet. There is no doubt. Number 1 pound for pound. Who could argue that? Electrifying win once again over a megastar.
Speed tells.
Absolutely, and he used it.
But once again, speed mixed with power, and that speed helped.